Welcome back to this week's Real Estate Producer Show. I'm Kara, and I'm here with Bill Ristov from Remax Nexus and Nicole from Hall Financial. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. So we're awesome. How are
Great.
you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you.
I love it. So we're going to get right to it.
Okay.
Hard-hitting question. What do you love about real estate? How did you get into it?
What do I love about real estate? Oh, God. I have to answer just one.
Yeah.
Can I have
Both.
many?
Let's hear it. We want to hear it all.
There's many reasons why I love real estate. I would say the first reason, most important reason, is making people happy and finding what they want and watching that beginning to end process.
Yeah.
That I really love. Why I got into real estate was I love real estate. I love houses. I love shopping.
That's a good fit then.
And it was a natural move for me.
Yeah.
And so
what is your specialty then? What do you focus on?
I focus on a lot of first-time home buyers.
Nice.
I sell a lot in the Troy, Rochester Hills area, and I get a lot of first-time home buyers and a lot of first-time home buyers that are international transplants as well.
Wow.
So
where are they coming from mostly?
Southeast Asia, mostly.
Wow.
India. And so they have very specific buying needs, directions of their home. They have a thing called Vastu, which is a directional parameters that they need to.
So what is maybe one guideline? Forgive me if that's not the right
no,
word,
that's no
but what
problem
is
at all.
one
No, I
kind
can
of
give you a few.
tip? Yeah.
So the home has to face either north, east, or northeast. The kitchen cannot be in the northeast section of the home. Fireplaces have to be in a certain area. It just goes on and on from there.
So that I'm sure presents presents its own obstacles when
Yes.
finding a home.
Yes.
So that's really cool.
How did you find out about their culture? Where did you learn about it?
It just through osmosis from having a lot of clients in Troy that are from Southeast Asia and asking them what they need. That's kind of how I came upon it. And I, of course, I'm an inquisitive person, and I just wanted to know, well, what do you mean you need a north-facing house? What do you mean you need, why? So that I could understand it. And I've just kind of immersed myself into it, and it goes from there.
I love it. So
Wow,
follow-up question to that.
Yes.
So we do this every day. Hall Financial provides the mortgage. You provide the home search experience.
Correct.
And for a buyer, I mean, averages someone buys a house between every 7 to 10 years. So how do you prepare a buyer for this market, and how do you prepare them for the home shopping experience?
Well, that's a great question, Nicole. And personally, I have found that buyers seem to ask a lot of questions as we're going along, and then they'll forget what I told them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Because it's a lot on them. And, as realtors, we have to stand back and say, we do this every day. They do this once every 7 to 10 years. Maybe some people stay in their homes 20 years.
Right.
So what I've done is I've prepared a buyer's guide for them, and it gives you a step-by-step of what is
Wow,
I
look
love
at
you brought
that.
a prop. I love that you brought a prop. Thank you.
I did,
I
of
love
course.
that.
And
Visual.
getting pre-approved is the number one.
Yeah, the very first one, getting
item on there
pre-approved.
is getting pre-approved, and just selecting homes and the inspection process and what happens after that. Just to kind of follow back with a lot of my clients in Troy, they're coming from a different country, whether it's from India or from I have a couple that's from Kazakhstan that are buying a house right now for me, and their construction is completely different than ours is. They build their buildings with block and cement floors. So when they walk through a single family home here that's stick construction and they hear squeaky floors, they don't understand why the floors are squeaking. And are they going to fall through, or is it going to last? And, there's a lot of questions that they have outside of even this.
Yeah.
So, but I like that. I like helping people. I guess that's why I enjoy real estate, really, is because I really like helping people. It makes me feel good that I've taken somebody on a journey and got them to where they need to be in a safe place. What they really want is a safe home that's going to last them, that is in good shape, that is not going to be, a lot of expenses for them in the near future, and to make right decisions. And so I help them with that.
So where do you find your clients? Are you in clubs that where your specific clientele?
So, a lot of it now is referral, word of mouth.
Okay.
But I am a Zillow Premier agent in Troy and a Fivestar agent. And just, as well as my group of influence and referrals.
Speaking of referrals, so where are you? You mentioned that your clients are from all over the world. So you're
Yes.
definitely worldwide when it comes to that. But where are your referrals coming from? Just word of mouth, like you had mentioned?
Word of mouth, previous clients, all different avenues.
Nice. And speaking of your past clients,
Yes.
how do you keep up with them? Is there any way that you still connect with
Yes,
them?
I
How
do.
do you keep up with
I
all
do.
of them?
People get calendars every year from me. I know
I
it
love
seems
it.
like an old school thing, but I try to stay in their minds throughout. I send them letters periodically, mailers,
Nice.
different things like that, calendars at Christmas and holiday times.
Yeah,
and
it definitely sounds like you give that personal attention, where I know at Hall Financial we feel so strongly about as well, as making those, personal touches and not just, getting one client in and coming with the next. It definitely sounds like you're taking your time and cultivating that relationship with them.
That's why I love Hall Financial.
Yeah.
And
That's why we're
thanks.
such a good fit.
We love to provide five-star
good.
service. That's our main
Excellent.
goal.
That's
Five-star
mine
service
as
for every
well.
client and for our realtor partners. So why is five-star service important to you?
I believe that I used to own my own business. I used to be a hairdresser and own a hair salon and here in Birmingham. And what set me apart from everyone else was I didn't focus on what other people were doing. I focused on what I was doing and how I could better myself. And I was my biggest competition. And as long as I kept that in mind, that kept me at number one. And, service is so important. That makes the difference between, let's just say, for an example, haircuts. The difference is the customer service you receive.
Yeah.
And I feel that's very
Absolutely.
important. And I've kept that throughout my whole life in anything I did
Excellent.
and do.
Thank you for sharing with that.
Sure.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
absolutely. And I love that. It definitely sounds like you're a realtor with a heart. It sounds
thank
like
you.
you're really connecting with your clients and making sure that they're having that 5-star experience as well. So I love
Definitely.
that. Big
Thank
fan
you.
now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Bill,
Yes.
so why do you like working in your specific market, and what makes you good at it?
I think that that specific market, because I live in Troy and I like to work in the community that I live in and be part of that community. I love Troy, for example, because it's so diverse. We have people coming in from all over the world. We're very international, and I like that. And I think the second part of that question is, I find self-satisfaction in doing well and helping people. I know it sounds pretty simple, but it really comes down to that. I love what I do.
It shows, for sure.
Thanks.
It shows.
Yes,
Thank you. Thank you. I
indeed.
appreciate that. Thank
Realtor
you.
with a heart. I told
Thank
you.
you.
Your new
when
motto.
you're ready for your new house,
Yeah.
give me a call.
I love it. So you've given us such good information right now, but is there anything else that you would like to add about, your world and your experience within the industry?
I think the number one thing I would say to people out there when they're going to buy a home is to find a good lender.
Yeah.
And
They don't have to go far.
Yeah, and they don't have to go far because I will be sending them right to Hall Financial.
Yeah.
And they do a great job. You guys do an amazing job.
Why is finding a good lender so important in the home buying process?
I think, first of all, because you guys will vet the client right up front and find out what their availability is as far as purchasing power and explain to them the process of the loan. And I like that. That is like a hand in hand with me, because I do my part with that, and I need that partnership with someone that will do the same as I do.
Exactly. You're giving your heart and giving your 5-star service, so you definitely need a lender that's going to do the same. And
Exactly.
I know Hall Financial is for
You
sure.
guys do that. You guys do that.
Last question for
Yes.
you. Do you see any changes coming to the market anytime soon?
I think that, that's a great question. I get that a lot. Is it going to slow down? Is this a bubble? Is this? I don't see it slowing down. It's going to slow down some from what the peak was back in August, but we're definitely still heading upwards. I would say that we're going to still be at least a 5% increase year over year from last year.
Excellent.
Nice.
Thanks, Bill.
You're welcome.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you so much. I definitely
welcome.
need a calendar, and I'm sure Nicole will want one as
Of
well.
course,
so
of course.
add us to the mailing
Yes,
list.
absolutely. As soon as I get to
and
my
thank
computer.
you so much. Thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome.
And
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course.
Thank
And
you.
as always, if you like this week's Real Estate Producer Show, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, Nicole.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Kara.